core strength. My name is Dara. I'm a doctor of PT. I'm going to go through a little bit of yoga warm-up, something super simple, 30 minutes every Friday. Join me. Subscribe to the channel to get notifications. Weights are optional if you've got them. Dumbbells or kettlebells, totally optional. We're going to do core sequence. I'm going to walk you through a couple of tips. I have a lower back guide if you need more help with lower back pain or just getting stronger. Download it. It's free. I also have a knee strength and mobility guide for my cyclists and runners. All right, this is for you. Active, runner, cyclist. Just need to get his Friday stretch on too. So we're gonna start off in standing. Grab your mat. 30 minutes, we're gonna go through a little bit of a standing, just a warm up to get our bodies moving, get some mobility in the spine, and then we're gonna take it down onto the mat. We've got a series, little core power series here. We're gonna get into a little bit of advanced core work, but let's get started. Enough of me talking. Come to the back of your mat, root your feet into the ground. Let's start with a little bit of posture alignment, getting tall through the spine. Take this with you through the rest of your day. Ears over shoulders, crown of the head to the ceiling, lengthening through the spine. Give those joints some space. Sitting up nice and tall. If you're going to spend the rest of your day sitting on a computer or in a car or on your phone, let's get some length in the spine. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your arms all the way down, starting with an easy yoga warm-up. I love this just as an easy warm-up. You don't need to be super into yoga to get some benefit from some nice spine mobility. Knees are nice and soft, protecting that lower back. Just shake it out. Just seeing how everything's feeling. We're starting off super slow. We're going to speed up. Don't you worry. Hold it. One more breath here. Just releasing tension, shake out your arms. And on your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straighten out the knees, get a nice stretch in your hamstrings. This is your hinge, hinging at the hips. I'm opening up my chest, engaging my back. Hold it here, tuck the chin in. One breath, abs are on. And then hands come down, step back into plank. Easy yoga, sun salutation A sequence. Modify as needed always in this class. Listen to your body. Spread your fingers wide, create pressure. Push away from the mat, engage the shoulders. Tuck the chin and hold it for one breath. On the exhale, knees down, slowly lower elbows close to your sides. Uncurl your toes. Get ready for a little back bend. Inhale, baby cobra. Extension. A lot of us are spending so much time slouching, we don't get enough extension in the spine. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Hold it here. One little baby cobra. One breath. Exhale back down. Again, starting nice and easy, nice and mellow, our first round. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. This is the whole sequence. We're going to go through that 2 more times. Just again, using it as an easy way to warm up. I love doing stuff like this before my workouts, right? Or just end the day, start the day, a little easy yoga, warm up, pedal the feet, give your calf and ankles a nice little stretch, nice and mellow. Again, pressing away from the mat, really driving into the hips. Let's go through that whole thing again. Walk your hands back to your feet. Round 2. We got 3 rounds total. Let's speed it up. Rolling up, articulate through the spine. Try to move through your whole spine. Get that whole spine moving. Any sticky spots, work through them, right? Inhale, reach to the sky. Round 2. Lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the arms all the way down. Knees are soft. Shake it out. Release tension. Let it go. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Love my Friday flows. Just feels good on the body. Start the weekend off with some mobility and core. Hands come down. Plank. Tall plank, strong plank. I'm not collapsed. I'm engaged in my plank. Make your planks work for you, guys. This is an active pose. And then exhale, either knees down or all the way down. Work your shoulders. Challenge yourself, right? Great way to work on push-ups is that lowering down from chaturanga. Let's come into that baby cobra, or if you want to come all the way up, if this feels nice on the spine, some extension. Again, when I say we're slunched and hunched over all day, I really mean like a lot of us, we are sitting, right? We're getting a lot of flexion in the spine, so we need some extension. Your spine needs to move all sorts of directions, right? Get that spine moving. It's a nice extension. My abs are on here, protecting, supporting my lower back here, and my lats are on, engaging. Pull the shoulders down, lats. And then exhale back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog, 1 more time through. Then we're moving on. Finish out our warm before we get into this spicy core series. If you have weights, you can grab them for the core work. Always optional. Pedal the feet, give that ankle nice mobility, flex, flex, flex. A lot of tight calf people. I don't know if you're like that, but most people are, right? Pretty tight, limited calf. Walk your hands back, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. Head coming up last. Inhale, reach to the sky. Root the feet into the floor, lengthening. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Chin is tucked in. A lot of you guys are like this, living. Tuck the chin in here. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out here, shake it out. Let all that tension go. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. This is your hip hinge. Deadlift, learn how to hinge, right? Hands come down, plank. Tall plank, strong shoulders. Tuck the chin in. Exhale, lower however you need to with control, right? Pull the shoulders back. Up dog or cobra. Again, abs on a little bit. Shoulders down. Retract here. Head can go back, whatever you want. Rotate. We're finishing. Let's move on, guys. Come back into downward facing dog. Let's add on from there. I'm going to add a little bit of an inchworm into a plank. So let's get a little bit more into the hips, a little bit more into the shoulders. We're going to finish out our warm-up with a little inchworm to plank, optional push-up. This is the last part of your warm-up. And then we're going to get into our series, our abs next. Walk your hands all the way back. Roll up, come to the back of your mat. Inchworm is just walking the hands out. So you're going to walk yourself out into your plank. You're either going to hold the plank, walk back, or you're going to do a little push-up. Up to you. I always suggest for your squats, for your inchworms, things, your burpees, give your hips some space. So if you've got tight hips and you're getting squinched here, widen your stance, right? Give yourself a wide stance so that when you get down here, my back is flat, I'm not looking like this guy, right? Widen that stance. So I'm going the width of the mat. So give your hips room, sink into that booty, right? So come to the back of the mat. I'm going to inhale, reach. And then I'm going to inchworm. Here's my flat back, nice wide hips. Walk myself out into my plank. So this is where I'm going to finish. Again, if you want to add a push-up, good for you. You're amazing. Knees bent push-up, whatever you want to do, wall push-up. And then I'm going to walk myself back. Just go through this a couple of times at your own pace. Why do I love inchworms? I like this move because you get to sink nice and deep into the hips, ankles, knees, get a little bit of core work, right? Working through all those hips and joints, hips back, shoulders, a little bit of core at the end. Again, maybe a push-up if you're feeling. It's always good to practice. The way you get better at push-ups is you do more push-ups, right? Great calisthenic exercise to build that upper body strength as well. I like my pull-ups and my push-ups. Good ones to practice. Let's just do a few more. And then we're going to finish out the warm-up. We'll do a little bit of a nice easy cat-cow. Why? Because it feels nice on the spine. I'm going to walk us through. We have a series of 3 moves today. So every class has a core series, foundation. So we got 3 moves. We're going to circuit through them. Let's do one more like this. And then we'll finish out our warm-up. And walk it back. All right, let's come down onto the mat. Let's finish in our cat-cow. I'm going to talk you through our core series. Hopefully you guys are warmed up a little bit, feeling kind of good, right? Getting everything moving a little bit before we get into our series. If you have weights, you can grab them. So our first move we're going to do is a Russian twist. Why? It's one of my favorites. It's a great oblique exercise. Seated. If you can't do that, it bothers your back, go onto your back. You're going to do some bicycle crunches instead. Russian twist, if you have weights or anything you can add as a weight, grab it. You don't need them. That is just optional, right? So we've got our Russian twist, a little bit of deep oblique work, some nice rotation, moving through the spine. And then we're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to do a reverse crunch, challenging, or a pike. And then we're going to finish with a hold with a little bit of flutter kicks at the end. A little bit of everything today. Today's spicy. One more time. And then back down. All right, Russian twist. Let's start off first. We got Russian twist obliques. We've got some reverse lower abdominal work, pelvic floor work. We're going to finish with a deep core hold and some lower abdominals as well as we flutter the legs out. Let's start here. Grab. I always like to set up for your strong Russian twist. Back is engaged. I'm not this guy. I'm here. Back, lats. Weights are optional if you got an 8 or 10 pound. Again, this class is not a bodybuilding class. We are not going super heavy. We're adding weights. Weights are always great for my athletes or anyone who's trying to add a little bit more strength into the work, a little bit more upper body. Add some weights, right? Use your opportunities. Be efficient with your workouts, right? So if this is a chance for you to sneak in a little bit more of that upper body strengthening, add some weights to your core work. I love core on Fridays. I love it for my athletes. I love it for anybody. Sets you up for just a solid, your brain, you're wrapped around, okay, I'm going to get organized. I'm engaging my core, whatever I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to be solid. I'm already starting off with a little bit of stretch. Again, with my Russian twist, I'm going for some nice rotation. So this is going to be your first move in the series. This first round is our longest round. I want you to settle into the move. I want you to really focus on getting some nice rotation. If you've got a tight upper back and you look like this is an opportunity to get some nice movement in your back, as well as obliques. Your obliques should be feeling this, right? Those muscles in the front across, they help to drive power, not just for your sports, but for walking, for life. So let's stay focused. We're gonna get into our reverse crunch next, or if you've got the weights, I'll give you some options as well to use the weights. Last few here, first round, almost done with this first move. 2 and 1 on your back. So if you've got weights, you can add them. You don't need them for this move, right? My reverse crunch is I'm lifting my butt up and then I'm scooping my legs down. Lift, scoop. Now, before you add weights, again, you've got some options. You can just hold the weight to give you some stability, right? You can come in much harder, right? Let you decide. Now, I want you to focus on, for this reverse crunch, as the legs lower, this is the hard part. You've got to keep that lower back pressed down. So if this is happening, that's incorrect. You're gonna kill your back. That is not the point. We're trying to do the opposite here. I will say if you've got a weight, you can do a couple things with this. Sometimes holding on to that weight seems harder. It's actually easier. It gives you more to hold on to stabilize. Your lower back needs to stay pressed. And if you're like, Dara, I can't keep my lower back down, then just do this to here. Exhale, squeeze. This is your pelvic floor. Squeeze, lifting you up. Maybe an inch off the mat, lifting that butt up. Deep lower abdominals, reverse crunch, pelvic floor. I'm squeezing, I'm using my breath. Arms, totally optional. You could also just have your arms at your sides. All right, so this move got a lot of complexity to it, very challenging as you lower the legs, right? Let's do 4, 3, and then we've got to hold 2 and 1. Relax. Put the weights at your sides. Our last move is a hold. We're gonna do a 10 count hold, and then we're gonna do a 10 count kick, 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 kick. It's pretty challenging. So your hollow hold, level 1 is gonna be here. So you're gonna go like this, level 2, level 3, full extension kick. Challenging. Again, lower back, this space, make sure you have this dialed in first. If you don't have this, your back, first of all, is not right. But second of all, you're gonna put a lot of strain on that back. So I gotta exhale down. Lifting the head up will help you, right? So that's our last move, very challenging. So get ready, press down here, set yourself up, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, chin is tucked, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10. Kick, 9, 8, lower back is pressed down, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep kicking, 3, 2, and 1. Rock yourself back up into seated. Going into round 2, we're not taking breaks, guys. That is a challenging move. Jump back into your Russian twist. Again, these are advanced moves. Please modify. And if any of them are not feeling good, please stop or change or do something else, right? Again, weights are totally optional. We've got limited amount of time, so your core work, you want to make it as efficient as possible. I really try to keep every Friday slight variations to some moves, but there's a lot of stuff you're going to see over and over. Why? Because that gets the job done. Consistency is king. Consistency wins over time. So sticking with some basics, especially ones that you know are going to work for you. I like my Russian twist. It's good oblique engagement for me. For most people, I do it a lot. Right? Reverse crunches, a little bit of lower abdominal work. Planks, you've got some basics. You don't need to get fancy, you can, but you don't, right? It's just consistency. I love this type of workout as well, adding some weights if your goal is not just for keeping your spine healthy, which is a great goal, but maybe you just want more ab definition as well. Adding some more weights. Challenge those ab muscles. They grow muscles just like every other muscle. So if you were looking for more ab definition, don't shy away from the weights and getting into some more deep extended work like those reverse crunches, lowering the legs down, things like that, hanging abs, lots of ideas. I have a whole core workout channel you can check out for more ideas, or just watch this class every Friday, catch the replays to get more ideas. In 4, 3, I'll stop talking, 2, 1. I'm not going to use my weights for this next one. Why? I don't know. I just kind of want to get into my stay focused. Sometimes I always say, you know, it's cool to do the fancy, challenging one, but if your form is shit or we're starting to look sloppy, that ain't the point, right? The point is to do the one that you can do with the best form. And if you're starting to fatigue, take a break. Fatigue is where accidents happen, where your back gets strained, etc. This is challenging. Exhale as I lower. My lower back needs to stay pressed down. There's no arching here. That lowering is challenging. It's also a nice pull on those abs, but I feel a little sore from this one later, right? If you're not sure you're doing it right, lifting your head up as well, right? Again, you have options. You can do this version too. Lifting your head up is going to pull that rib cage down. It's going to help lock you in here better. So I often have my head elevated. It's going to help you. It's not a cheat. It's going to really reinforce that good position. Again, lower abs. Abs should feel this. I know I'm going to feel this one tomorrow. 4, 3, exhale. 2, and 1, relax. A lot of times we feel that a lot in the hip flexors as well, like the front of the hips snappy, tight. I get that a lot from my athletes, my runners, my cyclists, people just with tight hips. That's okay. If you feel that snippy, snappy, whatever going on up here, one of my main cues is press down more abs to overcome that. So that often means you're not really stabilized enough. You're getting that hip roll around in the front. Press down more. So think about that when you do these flutters, right? And when we do these holds. So this is gonna be a 10 count hold, 10 count flutter. Then we've got our last round. Get ready, lock in, locked in, connected, right? On the exhale, lift 10, 9, 8, 7, connect, 6, 5. You could also be here. 4, 3, easier. 2, 1, kick, fast, 10, 9, press that lower back down, 8, 7, these are hard, 6, get some speed, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woof. I love when I'm sore doing my own classes. Guys, I do this class because I need it too, right? And I enjoy it. It's good. I don't always do the stretching myself, even though I do yoga, I teach yoga, I have yoga certification, but you know what? You don't always do all the things. No one's perfect, right? So this is an opportunity to get some mobility, keep the healthy spine. We all need to move. A lot of us are sitting too much. If nothing else, this class will help to offset that, make you feel better. For some of you, it's gonna make you faster, maybe more stable with your biking and running. For some of us, it helps your spine to get this movement, getting out of pain. For some of you, or myself, a little bit of ab definition, right? Maybe more for aesthetic, physique goals, whatever your goals. Hey, it's your class, it's you. Whatever's getting you motivated to do this, great. It's good for all of those things, right? Last round, guys. I know we're gonna stretch, cool down, finish. That's gonna be it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to get notifications of class. You can catch the replay. You can grab any of my guides, a knee guide, PT guide, lower back health. Last few here. Nutrition, macros guide. I got it all. Grab it. It's all free. Grab it. Last few. 3, 2, 1. Do all the things, right? Take care of your body, your nutrition, your mobility, your strength, whatever, right? Let's get it all in. We can do all the things. Reverse crunch. Just keep it simple, right? Fridays, I do my core class. Sundays, maybe a little bit of my nutrition, my meal prep, get my cardio in a couple days a week, hit the gym, lift some weights. Pretty solid week, right? Ticking all the boxes. Try not to overcomplicate it. I do love core work for most of my athletes on Fridays. It's partly why I teach this class. Right? Set you up for a good, strong, solid weekend, whatever you're doing. Even if it's just going out hiking with your family, whatever, right? Exhale, lift. Last few, we've got our last hold coming up. We'll see what we got time for. We got time Bring a little bit extra lower back work. So we'll flip over after this. In 3, into scoop. One more. Whew. I'm not going to be mad that those are done. I'm going to be honest. Those ones hurt. The bigger and stronger your legs are, the harder those exercises are. So it's easy for me. I got short legs. So just be mindful of that too. That we're all built differently, right? What's great for somebody may not be for someone else. Last move, I want you to really think about this connection here. This is your cylinder, right? When you arms and legs extend, this should be pressing down onto the floor like a little banana, like this kind of little angle like this, right? Connecting. So get ready. On the exhale, you've got a 10 count hold. Let's do our last one. Finish. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick. 10. Finish strong. 9, 8. We're almost done. 7, 6, 5, 4. Kick, 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 kick. 3, 2, 1. Turn over. Lower back. Let's squeeze it in. I don't always finish. Sometimes I'll finish with more glutes, sometimes more lower back. I like this because it's a little bit of activation, muscle activation. So we're gonna do these Supermans, Superwomans. I want you to think about from this position, this extended position. People always do this one wrong. They're like just lifting their arms and legs up, arching their back, pissing off their lower back. That ain't it, guys. That's not how you do it. So pay attention. Slight tucking of the tailbone under to engage your abs. I'm going to activate my posterior chain, all the muscles on the back side of my body. I'm going to tuck my chin in, right? I'm not pinching and pissing off my lower back. I'm maintaining some abdominal control in the front as I elevate my arms and legs a little bit off the floor. I want you to think about lengthening to the opposite ends of the room with this. So I'm engaging, I'm retracting, but I'm not just arching my back, right? That's just going to pinch your lower back. Lengthen, reaching with your arms and legs. Reaching. It's like in my deadlift. When I'm cueing a deadlift, I'm not saying pull the bar away from the floor. I'm saying push yourself away from the floor. So some of that is just really about where you're engaging and how you're cueing. Lengthen, reach to opposite ends. It's not about arching and lifting. Lengthen. Tuck the chin. Abs are on a little bit. Give your back some support. A lot of you guys were doing some advanced core work, but if you're lacking some of that deep control and that support and that back and tailbone position correctly, you're just pissing off your lower back. And that is literally the exact opposite of what you're trying to do, right? Trying to get more stability and support for our lower back. Let's just do a few more. And then we're going to stretch. Reach. Reach and hold, just activating. 2 more. Lengthen, open through the spine, lengthen, reach. 1 more time. All right, we're done. Sink back into child's pose, knees wide again. If you've got tight hips, give your hips some space. A lot of pinching and pissing off the lower back because your hips need more space, guys. Take a nice wide stance, whatever you got, whatever you need. Sink into those hips. Breathe. If this doesn't feel great on you, you can come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. We're going to be there in just a second. If this feels good to you, great. Get some length, decompress the spine. Easy child's pose. Start to slow down the breath. We're just going to stretch and be done. Easy peasy, right? We got the hard work is over. Come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Let's stretch. I'm going to go through a common stretch sequence I always go through in class. You can check out any of my other playlists. I have a lower back mobility playlist. So if you need more specific stuff, message me or check that out. This is easy, low back mobility, rocking side to side. Should feel nice. Massaging that lower back. Extend the leg long. Let's get into those hips. I'm always talking about hips. Why? Most people got tight hips, right? Whether it's just from sitting all day or whether it's your active adult, running, biking, whatever, hiking, swimming, etc., right? Roll the ankles around. Get those feet some movement. I see a lot of stiff ankles and feet and then toes later in life. You're going to need those. You're going to need that mobility. Keep those feet healthy, right? Get into that hip. Roll that hip around. Again, anything else that feels good, or if this isn't feeling good, do something different, please, right? Obviously, this is generic. Any class you go to, you're gonna get a lot of generic advice. If your body is not feeling good with that, don't do that. Modify it based on what feels right. Getting into my hips a little bit. And then I'm just gonna bring that knee across my body. Find the position on me and on you where you're getting a good stretch out of this. I'm gonna open my right arm out at an angle, get through nice into that rib cage and stretch through that thoracic spine, mid-back. I want you to find where on you this feels good, right? You're like, oh, maybe right here feels really good. Maybe up here, maybe I'm rotated more, maybe I can't rotate. Finding something that's feeling on your body, you're getting some type of a stretch, glute, maybe into the outer hip, lower back a little bit, and then through the chest. Head goes wherever it feels comfortable. Shake out the head, releasing, noticing tension. I'm always noticing, okay, do I have a lot of tension in my jaw? Where you normally hold your tension, we're all built differently, right? Come back to center. Figure 4 stretch, you've got options, so you can do your basic figure 4 like this, if that feels nice. If you want more, reach through, thread the needle, right? Even more, you could do pigeon pose, face down. You've got options. This should feel like a really good hip open, outer glute, hip, hamstring, thigh opener. Roll the shoulders, releasing tension. Just noticing anywhere else that you're feeling tension, let it go, right? Just let it go. We'll do the other side. And then that's it for today. When you're ready, unwrap, hug that left knee into your chest. We're almost done with class. Get a little bit of stretch. I'm guilty of not doing this stuff enough myself sometimes. And then I'm like, what does my knee hurt? Like, oh, maybe I just need to move my hips around a little bit more, right? Take care of your body, especially if you're doing a lot of active stuff or if you're sitting a lot, right? Joints need to move, lubricate these joints in different directions, not just one-dimensional, right? So again, finding that position that feels right on you. Everyone's built differently, so you may not even be able to get over here, right? That is totally fine. Find the position where it feels good, there's no pain, you're getting a nice stretch. Maybe one hip is different than the other. Again, we all have our natural asymmetries. We've always got a tighter hip or side. So just lean into that. Focus on the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Settling more into that stretch. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Figure 4. Almost done. Here, reaching through with the needle. Whatever you want. We're going to finish in seated with just our last posture. Just a reminder of posture, literally. That's going to be our last move. So we'll finish after this. We got one last move. Roll the shoulders out. Roll them out, roll them out. Releasing tension. Join me Fridays. You can also check out all the core workouts in my core playlist, my lower back mobility foam roll playlist. I got it all, especially for my cyclists and my runners and my active adults as we get older. Rock the knees side to side, nice and easy. Roll onto your side. Meet me in seated. I'm going to sit cross-legged. You do not have to. That is up to you. Sit however it feels comfortable for you. Finish class thinking about posture, right? Take this with you through the rest of the day, through the rest of the weekend. Tall spine. Again, a lot of our life is like this, or like this, right? So let's refocus a little bit. Ideal alignment, optimal for any human, ears over shoulders, right? That's just what we're thinking about. Just take that with you. If you could take nothing else, just a little bit of a nice alignment. If you catch yourself like this, ears over shoulders, crown of the head to the ceiling. Inhale, reach to the sky, lengthening through the spine. And then exhale it out. One more time, inhale, crown of the head to the ceiling, tuck the chin in. Lengthen. Exhale it out. That is it for today. I will see you guys next week. Hope you have a great weekend. Please take care of your bodies. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Adios.